Okay. Um, this is your soul brother Talib coming at you. And this is a simultaneous video, but also it's a video where I would like not a simultaneous, excuse me, because I haven't made videos like that back to back in a while. But anyway, I want to speak on something very touching that really appalled me after watching our sister Noble Levine, speaking in a video from 4 days ago, including another video she did 4 days ago uh about another sister that y'all are familiar with on Reality Temple Ministries, who goes by the name of Soul Sister Rashida Strober. And first of all, let me speak on the situation with Sister Rashida Strober. Uh, her life has been threatened, from what I understand, and because I don't be caught up in social media sitting around all day just looking at videos, as some would do in social media land. I, waited up to this point to find out about it. And like I said, once again, however, it's appalling. And from my understanding, while this individual was making threats against Sister Doc Rashida Strober, um, who's an associate of the Reality Temple on Earth platform, as well as myself and number one soul brother Angel Snup 7 and Sister Noble Levine is. I have to speak out on this, because of course, as I also understand, this is not the first time that threats have been directed toward her. But the fact that I understand, as it's been affirmed to me that, or confirmed that, there were people in the comment section who was defending those or whoever it was that threatened Sister Rashida Strober. And I have to say that, you know, um, before I move on to talking about Sister Noble Levine's situation with that punk named Guy Nollywood, allegedly, who's been harassing her, along with allegedly putting porn site videos under her videos and denying it or whatever. But the case is I would like to say that those of you who want to threaten somebody on social media, I am here to stand in solidarity in defense of that Sister Rashida Strober. And I choose to stand in solidarity with her because I know that she's the type of sister that don't deserve to be threatened like that in the manner that she is, however, being threatened. And you know, and for those other brothers and sisters in the comment section to defend something you know conspicuously as this, or rather to say irreprehensible, to defend something irreprehensibly like that is very appalling and makes me feel more like, why should I even continue on in the struggle for our people's liberation? Why should I continue on even wanting to be active in the liberation struggle of soul people if we can't stand up and defend other soul people from the attacks of those who look like us? How in the hell are we going to protect ourselves from the races? You know? And see, that's my thing. You know? You sit up there and listen to this bull crap that these idiots speak out against real people like Sister Strober and also Sister Noble Levine, and y'all don't even stand up and defend these sisters in no kind of way. Y'all just sit up and listen to this crap. And like I said in the case, even would defend the attacker instead of the victim, like in Sister Strober's case. Now, I don't know the full details about the threat on her life, but like I said, I do understand that that's not the first time she's been threatening social media. And if it continues eventually, who's ever doing it, it will catch up with them. And I'm sure at that point that it will be, legal repercussions taken because of this. Because you can't just threaten somebody, especially on social media, and don't expect to get, them words traced back to you like that. You know what I'm saying? With the way this white man's technology is. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that it's consequences to threatening people on social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and so forth on. It's consequences to that. And like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and just stay quiet about this. It's wrong what you doing and you need to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Sister Strober is doing nothing but doing what she got to do to put food on the table for herself and family. You know what I'm saying? And it's no reason for you brothers or whoever it is, or even if it's a sister, it's no reason for you to threaten her life like that. I've been knowing this sister of this sister several years, and like she's been knowing of me. And personally, we have communicated over social media. And I can't see where she would do anything to warrant someone to threaten her like that. If anything, that sister, you know what I'm saying, is trying to you know, express her opinions in terms of her wanting liberation for us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Although some of us may agree with her or disagree with her, but that don't give no one no reason to threaten her either. And like I said, she's an associate of this platform. And I won't stand by quietly while that's happening. So I stand in solidarity with that sister, you know, and it's just that simple. And I do stand, of course, in other words, as well, in her defense, you know. So I mean, it's just stupid and wrong. And for those of you to defend the attacker against her is very trifling and ignorant. Whether you were in the comment section defending the attacker, you know, against her, you know, and it's very and I mean, and whatever you said in the comment section, because I didn't see the comment section, but whatever you said, you know, you can't take that back. You know, maybe along down the line you can rectify it, but I mean, if you really love your people, why would you defend an attacker who's threatening the life of a sister who ain't did nothing to deserve to be threatened? Like I said, but moving along, that's just out of character, and that's one reason why I don't too much have anything to do with you in black social media land. And I know most of you figure that, I usually won't step outside the box and speak on stuff like this, but I will, especially when I feel it's necessary to. I just don't speak out on anything or get caught up in anything in social media, especially when it's nothing but stupidity. But this situation here is uncalled for, and that's why I decided to make a video about it, you know, because the sister don't deserve to be threatened like that. And like I say, whoever is doing it, it will trace back to you, and it will be legal precautions taken, whether it be the feds or the police or whoever come knocking at your door. Don't be surprised when it happens. And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself for doing it, especially if the sister did no wrong to you to deserve that. So like I said, moving along. Now with this guy Nollywood Jr. idiot who keep on obviously harassing Sister Noble Levine, which I heard her speak in another video about 4 days ago, along with the video she made about Sister Rashida Strober situation. I have to say, I'm tired of this nigga. And I don't use the N word blatantly in videos, but I'm sick and tired of him. You know? I mean, he said irreprehensible things about me, which was unnecessary, like about my speech as far as how I communicate in videos or whatever, and all that crap, you know. And that's uncalled for, of course. And he never apologized to me for that. But gonna try to apologize to brother Angel Snup Snup 7 to get on his good side instead of recognizing the fact that me and brother Angel Snup Snup 7 together on this platform, and we both ain't gonna stand for no one to disrespect anybody, including ourselves that's on this platform. And since guy Nollywood couldn't respect that, is one of the reasons why we cut him off in the first place, along with the fact that he had been harassing number one soul brother Angel Snup Snup 7 several times, and he had to be cut off. And that's just that simple, and honestly, I never liked the guy personally. I always thought he was a fraud. Even when he came talking about he was a RBG, and he was a follower or supporter of Malcolm X and all that. Not with that type of mindset he got going. And then saying blatant disrespectful stuff about a soul sister in a video, making videos accusing her of being a drug addict and all this other crazy kind of stuff, and further and steadily, and don't have no proof of it, and then also making videos along with other people about her that ain't true, including the accusation that this sister plagiarized uh other stories to write her own book with, and all that kind of stuff, which is a allegation that has not been proven. You know what I'm saying? Which she's asked for those to prove it, and they have yet to prove it. You know? So my thing is this, you know, lay off the sister. You know what I'm saying? And with you, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, or allegedly Guy Nollywood Jr., if you're sending videos that contain sex porn that includes children in the videos, and if you putting it under her video, hey, I warn you, you need to cut it out. Because I'm gonna tell you something. That will trace back to you. I don't care how many pages you create to camouflage what you doing. It's gonna catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? You ought to ask a lot of people that's doing federal time right now for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? How they thought they could get away with it. And now they doing decades of their life over stupid stuff like that. So I warn you, you need to stop doing what the hell you doing. Whoever it is that's putting those sex porn videos up under that sister's video like that. You need to stop doing that. And then you claiming that it's a spot or whatever they call that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if that's the only weak alibi you got to deny what you doing, then there's something definitely wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? As much as this sister's been speaking out against this, and people still been putting them kind of nasty videos up under her videos like that, you know. Uh, I'm just gonna say this here. You need to cut it out because it's gonna catch up with you. You know, there's plenty of people in the penitentiary right now for doing the same thing you doing, and it never ceases. And you won't be the first, and you won't be the last to find yourself behind a prison barbed wire, behind doing some crazy stuff like that. So you need to stop doing what you're doing, flat out. I'm personally saying it, and I'm also letting it be known, even to those who do stuff like that, period. You need to stop doing what you're doing. You need to get some help or something. It's all kind of professional help out there. You know what I'm saying? If you need help, just find it. It's out there. You know, far as to help you deal with your situation. You know, whether it's a sex addiction problem or whatever you have going on. You know, you need to deal with that because it's gonna destroy you. It's gonna destroy you, your family, or whoever else is connected with you. It's gonna destroy you. And it's gonna destroy your life, and if you don't have a felony on your record, you will have a felony on your record. You know what I'm saying? And if you do have a felony on your record already, it would even make it more worse. And you probably is a sex offender. If you do stuff like that, you probably might be a registered sex offender. And that will only make it worse for you. You know, so you need to stop doing what you're doing. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? That just don't, you know, that's just crazy. That sister ain't deserving to be harassed like that. She ain't said nothing or done nothing to nobody to deserve that type of harassment. I don't care how much you disagree with her. You don't have no right to harass nobody like that. Whether she a woman or a man. Period. You know, whether it's a child, boy or girl. No one deserves to be harassed like that, nor assaulted like that in any type of way, even in a physical manner. You know, and like I heard the sister say, you know, you may have thoughts even about wanting to rape her, but I tell you what, You ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself in a whole world of trouble if that's what's really on your mind. And I'm literally warning you about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? As far as sex crimes, you know? And like I said, it's many people right now in the thousands that's sitting in prisons across America for criminal acts like that. And that's if that's what you want, then be my guest. You know what I'm saying? And they doing a whole lot of time. Some probably won't ever see a day of light because of it, depending on the severity of the crime, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm a fan of the prison system or this so-called racist criminal justice system in this country, but there are some people like you that deserve to be locked up, that do silly stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you straight up right in this video as I speak directly to those of you in social media land. If we are to pull this Mississippi campaign off, you know, people with them type of tendencies who want to rape women, molest children, we have a special place for them. And you know, we will have a special place for them. And our new, you know, environment, as far as taking control of a state, you know, to further protect ourselves not only from the races, but from other stuff that our people have to constantly deal with in this, you know, distorted, crazy society that we live in. And it would definitely be a special place for people like you with special repercussions. We not gonna play that. You know, as far as, you know, raping women and molesting children. That's gonna be a no-no. If we could take control of a state like Mississippi, that would be a straight up no-no. And I'm making that clear. And long as it's every breath in my body, and if I got something to do with that, in that case, so be it. It will be repercussions for people who want to sexually harass people, rape people, whether it's male or female. It don't make no difference. As far as us taking control of the state, that won't be tolerated, period. You know, it's so many of our dark skinned people or soul that's caught up in that. This is just not a so-called white folks thing going on. You got black people doing it too. You know what I'm saying? And I could attest to that fact. You know, like the sister said, she was molested as a child, and then you use that to try to prey on her emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit back quietly while you do that, and while people stay quiet to it and don't say nothing, don't stand up and defend the sister. I'm not saying everybody is staying quiet on this, but I'm just saying there are those who just stay quiet in the quiet section and don't say nothing. Don't even defend this sister. Just let this nigga say anything out his mouth recklessly, you know, and then accuse her of being all these different type of things, which I won't say any further, you know, which is wrong, you know, and there need to be, you know, repercussions for that, you know. How in the hell you can't defend other black people against attacks like that, even when it's other black people attacking other black people like that? How do you think we gonna be able to protect ourselves from the racists, like I said before? You know? We got elderly people these days in our community getting raped by pedophiles and sexual deviants like this person, like God in Hollywood, that's harassing his sister, on social media. You know, that's not cool. That is not cool at all. You know, and I won't, like I said, I don't speak too much because I let people have their opinions and say whatever they gonna say because I don't like to get caught up in social media drama, which I've been, saying for the longest from time to time in videos. But I'm gonna say this here: I'm not gonna stand by and let y'all keep attacking people like that speak from the same platform that I speak from either, especially when it comes to sexually harassing somebody. You know, we not gonna stand for that at this platform, a reality temple, aka Operation Exodus Mississippi. We not gonna stand for that from this platform at all. Period. And I don't care who you are, even if we have to, take legal precautions to deal with this. We not gonna stand for this. Flat out. We not. It needs to stop. And it needs to stop now. Period. You know? Because that sister is doing nothing but putting food on her table and keeping a roof over herself. And now you trying to sabotage her livelihood by trying to disgrace the book that she wrote called God is on Trial. What kind of stuff is that? With you hating on the sister? Obviously you are. I don't need to even ask that question. You know? Leave that sister alone. That sister ain't doing nothing to you to deserve that. You know? That's why I don't deal with too many people on social media as it is. Just like I don't deal with people, in actual everyday life, outside of social media. you know, that's one of the reasons I just don't have too much to do with too many people, period. Because of deviant type of sadistic behaviors like that coming from human beings. And it don't make no difference what color you is, black, white, green, purple, whatever. Here it is, we supposed to be the most intelligent species on earth. And we doing wretched stuff to each other like this. Stuff that even creatures in the animal kingdom don't even do amongst each other. you know? But here it is, we supposed to be the most intelligent creatures on earth doing this kind of crazy stuff and standing by and watching people doing it without saying anything against it or standing up against it in any kind of way. You a hypocrite when you don't even speak out against this, whether it's in social media or outside of social media. You know, you are a hypocrite. And I'm speaking to those of you that's in the comment section who be listening to this bull crap and don't stand up against it. No matter who it's coming from, just because you like a person or not. You shouldn't co-sign stuff like that, period. You know, sexual harassment is a crime and can be prosecuted. Remember that too. You know, this is not no game. And you people in social media just letting this stuff egg on, knowing it's a crime being committed live on social media against a sister who don't even deserve it. You know? Ain't nothing cool about that. And I'm gonna keep saying that again. It's nothing cool about that. And if I find out ever whoever it is that's co-signing it and ain't speaking out against it, you know, anytime you want to come on one of our live hangouts, I would suggest you be blocked. Because if you're gonna be a hypocrite like that, you don't even deserve to speak on our live platforms. Whenever we having live hangout platforms, you won't even deserve to be on there saying a word. If you just stand by idly and just be quiet about this, why this brother keep attacking his sister like that, you know, that's just not right, you know. And I'm not gonna stand by and watch y'all stay quiet about it and not say nothing myself. Because, like I said, she is an associate of mine, like number one soul brother Angel Snup Snup 7 is, and I'm not gonna sit back and be just simply quiet about that. That's not in my DNA. I don't roll like that, especially when somebody is being harassed in the manner that Sister Noble Levine is. You know, I'm not gonna sit by and let that go down like that. You know, I mean, like I say, whatever people say about me personally on social media, it could bounce off my chest like a bouncing ball. It really, that's how much that mean to me. That's why you don't see me responding too much. If anything is ever even said, you don't see me getting all emotional about it because I know it ain't nothing but a bunch of social media gossip, which is no more or less, and that's all it is. Because most of you, I don't know you, and more than likely, I won't never see you face to face, and you won't never see me face to face. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even get caught up in the crap like that. You know? But it's wrong for you to definitely do something as far as sexually committing a crime against a sister in a way of harassing her, which can actually lead to a physical type of assault crime. Because sexual harassment comes in many different forms, whether it's in words or whether it's physically. You know what I'm saying? Which deems it a crime. You know, so like I said before, you want to keep playing games like that, be my guest. Like I say, when the law come knocking at your door, you ain't got nobody but yourself to blame. You ain't got nobody else to be mad at but yourself. When you sitting behind that cell with that steel door closed behind you and can't get out from behind it, you ain't gonna have nobody but to be mad at but yourself. And it's just that simple. And they deal with people like you in jail. There's some places in jail where they deal with people exactly like you, especially those of you that's in child sex crimes, into child sex porn crimes or any kind of child sex crimes. They got a place for you, and they got a position for you, for people like you in prison. You know, people like you are looked at as scum of the earth in prison. So I'm just warning you, you know, from experience of me doing time, I know that for a fact. People like you are looked at as scum. And when you get in there, it definitely ain't no safety net for you. Even the guards will probably turn their back and let the inmates have at you for doing stuff like raping children, even in some cases far as sexually assaulting women. You know, you don't get no props for that. You know, ain't nothing cool about that at all. You know, so like I said before, You need to cut it out. You need to cut it out as far as what you doing. It's just not cool. And I'm just clearly letting that be known. I heard all of what the sister had to say about the situation and and stuff, and mainly she could speak for herself. Matter of fact, you could go to her channel, Alberta Parrish, and see what she had to say about it. Although I found out, unfortunately, that her channel has been hacked as well. See, you know, that type of harassment got to stop. It got to stop because it's gonna trace back to you, along with probably legal precautions being repercussions being involved in it. Legal consequences, definitely can come into play, especially when you get caught. And don't think you can't get caught. See, that's what's so stupid about people committing social media crimes. Just like any other crime, they simply don't think they'll get caught. Most people do get caught though. And that's a fact, as someone would say. So, I mean, you want to keep playing them kind of games, be my guest. This is not no game. You playing with people's lives. That sister already done said that she been molested as a child, and you playing with her emotions like that. You know what kind of damage you could cause? Even furthermore damage, which is undeserved. That sister don't deserve to keep going through stuff like that. You know, you know what type of emotional damage you were causing that sister by doing that, nigga. And like I say, I usually don't use that word, but that word fits somebody like somebody by the name of Guy Nollywood perfectly. Anybody that do stuff like that, including Guy Nollywood Jr. allegedly, deserves to have that word uh fit them in a category as being such as the N word, because that's what you acting like and that's what you doing, which is niggified wretched stuff by harassing that sister for no reason. You know, you ain't got nothing good to say about people, just leave them alone. People ain't messing with you. Is that all you got to do is get on social media and harass platforms like the Operation Exodus Mississippi platform, the Reality Temple platform, and other platforms you probably went on and harassed people on? You know, need to stop doing that. That's just not cool. That's just not cool. I was almost finna say a curse word, but that's not cool though. It's simply not cool. You shouldn't be doing that. Like I said, stuff like that could come right back and to haunt you. You know, destroy your life and your family's life. Is that what you want? If you got any kids, well, my understanding is Guy Nollywood Jr. Cat supposed to be married. You supposed to have a family, right? You already married, and here it is. You sexually harassing another female. That says a whole lot about your priorities. you know, and if your wife is co-signing this by not even saying nothing and staying silent about it, obviously something is wrong with her too. You know, it's just not cool. You know, need to cut it out. It's just that simple. Need to just straight up cut it out. Cut out the bull. For real. Because it's wrong what you doing. It's straight up wrong with what you doing. And I can't say no more than that, other than to leave that sister alone. And whoever's threatening Sister Rashida Strober, you need to leave her alone too. Because if you threatening her, you know, they got laws for that called terroristic threat. That's a felony. You know that, especially if you committing a crime like that on social media, that's considered a terroristic threat. You know, you need, and it is a felony. So you need to stop playing games like that with yourself. If you don't want to lose the little freedom that you do have in this so-called white man society, you need to stop doing what you're doing. Leave that sister alone. She ain't did nothing to deserve that. For real. She ain't did nothing to deserve that. So, you know, like I said, you know, y'all need to just back up off them sisters. They ain't doing nothing for y'all to be, you know, coming at them about. I've seen several of their videos to know that they don't speak recklessly or put themselves out there to disrespect others, to invite drama like that. All they do is speak their opinions like they got a right to do, just like with anybody else who speak their opinions on social media. You know, I don't see what they doing that's going outside the realm of that to cause them to be disrespected like that, to be harassed like that, let alone to be threatened, as far as to having their life threatened like that. So, you know, I mean, y'all need to lay off them sisters for real. It's just not cool. You know, it's just plain not cool with what y'all doing. You know, I mean, it's just it's punctified, it's cowardly what y'all doing. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Like somebody said in another video I saw recently. You know, just because these sisters is females, don't think that y'all could just simply prey upon them like they some weakling or something. You know, these females packing. I don't personally know about Sister Rashida Strober, nor Sister Noble Levine like that. And even if I did, I wouldn't even mention it. But these sisters in general, some of these sisters out here is packing. They packing heat and will push your noodle back if you do confront them face to face somewhere with that crap. So that's what you could expect, because all these women out here ain't just gonna let you run up on them and sexually assault them, rape them, or just do anything you please. We ain't living in that kind of world. Things in this world is changing every day, you know. And women is beginning to get real rugged. More rugged than a lot of these men when it comes to that violent play type stuff. So I'm just saying, you know, y'all need to cut it out. You know, y'all really need to cut it out. That's not cool. You know, that's really not cool what y'all doing. And you know, like I said, I ain't got all night because I got things I need to do for the rest of my evening, but I just want to just make that known that I stand in solidarity with you, Sister Noble Levine and Sister Rashida Strober. I stand with the two soul sisters, you know, in solidarity and in defense of them, you know. So, like I said, whoever's doing that, whether it's Guy Nollywood Jr., whoever in the hell is doing that, y'all need to cut it out. And if it's more than one of y'all doing it, from what I hear, far as harassing Sister Noble Levine, y'all need to cut it out. Straight up. Because it's going to trace back to you, especially when a white man get involved. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but hey, like somebody say on this platform, we keeps it real. We keeps it real. So, hey, be my guest. Keep playing games, and you will see. And that's not no threat. That's a promise. you know, People ain't got time for you to keep on harassing them like that, especially when they ain't did nothing to you to deserve nothing like that. You know, Ain't nobody threatening you or threatening your family like that. What if somebody would be threatening your mother or your sister like that? Or your wife like that? You see? But y'all don't have that type of, rationality way of looking at stuff. That's why y'all end up either in the penitentiary or the grave, like most of y'all do. Because of y'all niggified wretched behavior. And a lot of y'all, I don't feel sorry for when stuff happen to y'all like that. Because most of y'all deserve it. Because a lot of y'all know what y'all be doing and don't give a damn. So, like I said before, if y'all want to keep on playing them niggerish games, keep doing it. And see where y'all end up at. That's all I got to say about that. And what you gonna do when the white folks come knocking at your door with your black power ass? What you gonna do? Yeah. All that Pan-African RBG fake pro-black crap. Y'all be talking. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. But do what you do, like any other Negro would do. Throw your arms up, put your hands behind your back, get handcuffed and get hauled off to jail. Submissively. Stop playing games. Leave that sister alone. Leave both of them alone. They ain't doing nothing to deserve that. Y'all need to find something else better to do with y'all time than effing with people on social media like that. For real. And with that said, I'm Aldi 5000.